Hi guys, welcome to Venture North Outdoors. I'm John R. Remus, the author of the ultimate authority on trophy black bear hunting. I am out postseason scouting. Why, you say? It is the best time to do a forensic investigation of your bait site area. I'm going to walk in here, we're going to check out the bait site, the tree stand, and it's a good opportunity to walk back on some of the most active game trails. You're going to learn things like staging areas, maybe find a water hole, maybe find some territorial marking posts or some scratching or sanctuary trees. There's just so many things that you can find when you're not worried about bumping a trophy bear from your bait site. They have waited 3 to 4 weeks since the season closed. The bait's been long gone. So now's the time to get out safely, although I brought a little 12 gauge along, especially since there's always the odd chance of timber wolves roaming around just the base of this mountain here and by these old beaver ponds. But we're going to go in, take a look, do some back trailing a little bit, see what we can find, and show you why and how I set up this beautiful bait site. Come on with me. We've just come to the entrance. Now, when I say entrance, it was just a natural little fingerling into the bush here. When I looked around and saw some nice mature trees surrounded by very dark, thick undergrowth with some land elevation changes here. Just over the hill behind us, within a few hundred yards, is an oxbow and a chain of beaver ponds. So I thought this was the most fantastic site to set up. From back out in that very old abandoned farmstead with a beautiful big apple tree that was left there, it's quite an attractant. I saw lots of deer trails, deer droppings around the apple tree to start, but then the bears took over. So I placed a barrel back here. So I have my ladder stand. Now it's important to backtrack the most active bear game trail. So that's what we're doing. Really nice thick cover. Lots of root masses back here. You can see how worn the ground is in the trail. And actually right here, we're just at the base of a slope coming down. We are about 100 yards downwind of the bait site in the stand. And we have, it's so well worn that we have a staging area. Oh yeah, you can see the trail leading off there. So a staging area is usually 100 yards downwind where the largest bears come and lay down to scope out the entire scenario. They will smell, they will listen for hours before they come in. They'll let the younger bears go in first, kind of as a live decoy, and they can smell what's going on. They can hear the rumbling at the bait site. They can pick up on even what ingredients are waiting for them, but they're not going to risk their lives over a dessert. So they are super cautious. I mean, when they feel comfortable enough with the wind sense that the smaller bears got away with going in and left in safety, that's the time they get up and come in, and hopefully still within those last few minutes of legal shooting time. So I just want to show you this. A staging area is very important. Just don't think that big trophy bears leave the beaver pond, come straight to your bait without any hesitation. That's wrong. They lay up. I've seen them sit there just through the pine trees for hours, just sniffing, resting, and ears perked up, just using all of their senses before they feel safe enough to come in. Another great sign just behind that staging area, although there's a skim of ice over it right now at this time of the year, a natural water hole. So these bears can feed, come and get a little drink right here, right in the midst of heavy overturned cover with a nice mossy floor, so it's absolutely quiet. They're not going to make a single noise coming in towards the bait from this area. And just off to the side of that one, there we go. We've got another pool. These fill up in the spring and the fall. Midsummer, they might dry out. But just enough to show you that these mossy floored areas, usually within a cedar swamp, hold water. It's absolutely the coolest, temperature-wise, place to be. It's an air conditioner when it comes to the hot July days. Let's just go a little bit further up here. You can see that I'm on a bear trail, and it's leading through the moss. Very solitary. So they love this. This would not be the most active trail by adolescents. This is definitely a trail of a more solitary trophy boar leading off into the woods here. Look at that. It's extremely thick back there. You would hardly see him 20 yards in all of this area, but the moss makes it quiet. The moss makes it cool. A great place to lay down, and within striking distance of all the ingredients that I keep nutritious at the bait site. Now, just beyond the water holes, we've got probably the site of a bear kill, and we have lots of worn, dug up areas around the base of these trees. 2 or 3, a real nesting spot right here. Look at that, resting, nesting. Someplace they hang out with canopy over top in bad weather. Acts like an umbrella. But what leads me to believe this is a site are the bones left behind here. The bears have come across some carrion and pulled it here in their safety of their deep woods and coolness of the moss, and just use them as a chew toy. We'll do a little circle around here. We'll see what we can find. I just want to show you, apart from flagging tape, sometimes when I'm tracking a blood trail or it gets more difficult, again, I'll put pink flag tape out, high visibility, but I'll also run a line. You know, you can pick up a spool for just a couple dollars. This way, just like I don't have my GPS with me today, but other than that, I have a solid, reliable source to follow my trail back out.
Thanks for joining us. For more information, log on to www.venturenorthoutdoors.com. Remember, the next time you get a chance to head outdoors, venture north.